Hello, hello, are you out there? This is Mark, and we're playing a little Master of Orion, trying to conquer the galaxy and/or bring peace to it. We'll see what happens. I think right now we have an alliance with all known alien species out there. You can see the little green lines here. We've got Bulrathi, Alkari, Darlock, and of course the Nolem, our pets, our little guinea pig bison pets. They're adorable. You know what I would love is right now my BC is sitting at a big fat -18 because none of these folks have enough credits to start a trade treaty. I think you usually need around 300, 400 in that range. The Alkari have it, but we've already got the trade treaty going right there. So I really wish one of the other species had enough money for it, but they're broke as a joke because they're struggling, they're fighting their wars. So yeah, it's kind of tough for them. But ultimately, we're hanging on. We have built the Antaran portal right here. So if we can get a large enough fleet, we can go through and attack the Antarans. I'm debating whether to send like a scout ship through to see what the fleet size is on the other side, essentially, right? I don't want to send a cruiser through because it'll just get wasted. But yeah, and beyond that, just a lot of colonization going on. Ships, colony ships heading in everywhere. And then finally on Path to Victory, we are sitting on top of the conquest points, which means our navy's the largest. So by 900. Now, bear in mind, we've just defeated the space amoeba that was hovering over this Antaran rune. We don't need that. We've already done all the Antaran research we need by virtue of the fact that we have an Antaran portal built. But yeah, so even though we lost some ships in that fight, I think we lost like 4 cruisers, we're still sitting pretty. Okay, let's continue on here. Research lab at Mentar 3, Antaran portal generator completed at Sol Prime. So that just got finished. Next turn, 2 colony ships arriving at Tamek 4 and Burrell Prime. Let's jump to those first. Yeah, here we go. Nice. This is a huge, barren, abundant, normal grav world. This was a gas giant we compressed down. So we are going to colonize that. Go. It's just a giant, fat, barren world. I'm stuck using my right hand for everything because I hurt my left arm, my left shoulder at a soccer game today. Football, right? Football, the rest of the world, soccer. I'm an American, so I call it soccer. That sucks. We tied 1-1, so it could have been worse, but yeah, now this arm's going to be out of commission for probably a week or something. I don't know. It's not like a broken collarbone, but I think it like separated the cartilage, I think, between where the collarbone on the front meets the like a similar type of muscle that comes and curves around where the two are. It's a semi-flexible like cartilage joint, you know, because they're not fused together, obviously. And I think that like one slipped past the other is my shoulder. I got knocked over. I'll stop talking about that. But yeah, so one arm gameplay. It sucks. All right, here we go. 1 food from 1 farmer. Man, we got to get some better colony ships built up. But let's start with that autofac. Start building. Biosphere next. Yeah, why not? Fungal farm. You know, the hydroponics always a better option than the fungal farm because you can get the +2 food for the +2 maintenance versus 1 food for 1 maintenance. So 2 to 1. No, we want 1 to 1. Start building. And we'll leave it there for now. That's pretty sufficient. And we are going to just straight up purchase that autofac. Boom. Oh, crud. Oof. We're nearly broke. I got to be careful about that. I probably shouldn't have bought that. It's too late. Next colony ship. What is this? Tamek? No, Barrel Prime. Radiated, medium, poor, normal gravity with artifacts. I think artifacts just help with research, so it's not that useful. This will be a tough planet, actually. It's very poor conditions. So think radiated planet would be something like Mercury, right? Almost no atmosphere. Very close to its parent star, just blasting it with radiation, baking it down. Atmosphere stripped away. I mean, it's barren, but like the moon is barren, but way less radiated than Mercury. Mercury's barren, but it's, you know, the radiation is, I don't know, 50, 100 times more intense than what hits the moon, I would guess. You know, ultraviolet light, probably a bit of X-rays, all that stuff flying off of there. Intense infrared light, I'm sure. Okay, here we go. We cannot do any food here on this new colony world. but we can get the Crust Prospector. So that's reserved for the poor and the ultra-poor planets only, but it's 2 production for 2 maintenance. And the nice thing is it's quite cheap to make. Just 12.5 is our cost versus an autofac, which would be coming at 37.5. So we'll put that in the queue first, then a biosphere, then an autofac, then a hydroponic farm, and we'll leave it there. Now, I do want to buy that at some point, but again, we're joke is broke right now. So maybe worth adjusting our tax rate. Now, currently we have no disenfranchised, no unhappy people, but check this out. We're recording right now. Like to make sure I'm talking to someone. Here we go. We're going to switch this to 4 BC per pop unit. So it's essentially, God, I don't know what it relates to. It's just saying like, yeah, you give us $1 every person, or you give us $2, or you give us $3, or no, we're up to $4 now. So I would call it a 40% tax rate, I guess. They just don't talk about it in terms of percentages. Sorry, I'm also a little winded from that soccer game, so recovering. My hair is a mess, still a little flush, a little hot from it. I did take a shower, though. BC, here we go. Bam. Now, that solved our credit problem. We're now at a plus 79 from a negative 19, so that was darn near a 100-point BC positive swing for us. However, we've gained 8 disaffected people. They no longer want to work. That's not great, but it's better than going bankrupt. Okay, so real quick, we'll just check our pollution. No pollution here. I just hit the up and the down, sorting both directions, and yeah, there's no pollution. Perfect. Finally, Advanced Data Center on Tormontis 2. Cool. Colonial Revenue Service completed at Sagnes 2. That will help with our financial situation. Now, gosh, what else would we want to do? We could grab a spaceport right off the bat. Now, that would be a fat +5 flat credits. No upkeep, of course, for any tax-generating buildings. They just pay for themselves, I guess. But it is 32 turns to make. That's a long time in this game, especially considering we could have a government support facility in 6 turns, fungal farms, a lot of other good stuff to make here. So I think realistically we're going to want to go with the neutron collider, hydroponic farm, maybe the government support facility. We've already got a research lab, and then we'll throw in the spaceport. Okay, there you go. Yeah, let's do that. Done. And fleet needs orders. Okay, we just converted another gas giant to a barren, huge planet. Where else we can convert? Yeah, we have more runes over here. Now, bear in mind, you cannot convert an Antaran rune with the green glowy. You see that green light in there? That's an Antaran. They can't be converted to anything else. I could theoretically, I think, destroy the asteroid lab, but I can't convert the rune. So I can't make it barren. Yeah, unfortunately. That being said, where's my fleet? Right there. Okay. Is there something else I can convert? That's an Antaran rune. That's an Antaran rune, again, because green glow. But any hydrogen, big old gaseous world, gaseous? No. Yeah, there's nothing else. So I would say that our space factory could build defensive fortification. We've got that there. We've got a jump gate there. We've got a jump gate. We've got a space fort there. So, yeah. At this point, probably wouldn't be a bad idea to just have them camp out here at Nargle Prime. And I'm just going to hit... Actually, no, I'm going to send them all the way back down here. In case we ever pop through and take out the space goldfish, we'll need them there. So let's do that. Next turn. I got my nutritional oat drink here. Delicious. It's ice. It's oat drink. Other special ingredients. Alright, Delta. Steel mission. Akari. They don't have any useful technology, of course, because we are like masters of the galaxy. Jump back into espionage real quick. We'll send Delta back in to steal again, start the mission, done. We could do other stuff, destabilize, assassinations, hacking, steal charts. We don't really need to do any of that right now. And I think it might have a pretty severe negative effect if we got caught. And of course, we're in an alliance with these other species, so I don't want to risk that per se. Hollow Simulator on Tormontius, Automated Factory at Tamek, and Starbase completed in Nayu 2. Perfect. That's giving us more command point overhead. So the pop is maxed here. There's not much we can do. There's no terraforming option, unfortunately, for this volcanic world. You cannot terraform volcanic worlds. I think the only thing you could potentially do is if you could leave a volcanic world empty, let another species colonize it, and then using what's called the stellar converter, essentially like a Death Star main weapon, you could, I think, vaporize the planet. Not vaporize it, turn it into a rubble pile, right? And then, there's a term for that. There's some science term Kyle Hill's always using. Disincorporate, whatever. It'd make an asteroid field. Then you could send a space factory in to convert it into, I think, like a medium barren planet. That's the only way to get rid of a volcanic world. So, that being said, enough of that. What would I put in here? I don't need more food production because, again, we're maxed out there. We are not doing any research, so we don't really need these. Hollow Simulator? No, it's not an issue. We don't have enough people for them to be dissatisfied. Wow. There's not a lot we can do with it. Except build ships. Look at that. They can do a colony ship in 4 turns. Wow. But then they'd have to rebuild that pop-up, which might take them a considerably longer time. So, that being said, let's have them just start making battleships. Why not? Man, they can't hurt, and if we ever want to take on the Interns, we're going to need them. So, yeah, battleship. Done. Fleet needs orders. Oh no. What do we got here? The Darlock have sent in 3 destroyers and 2 frigates. We have a single cruiser. They would take us out. I'm hoping they won't attack us, but let's do this. Let's take this cruiser. Oh, the cruiser's getting repairs, actually, so we're going to leave the cruiser there. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. The cruiser was damaged, so it'll have to wait for the time being. And we did have 1 colony we need to purchase. The neutron lighter for. Lighter. Where is it? That's so weird. I thought we had 1 new planet that was not able to produce anything. Not there, obviously. Oh. What am I missing here? You guys know what I'm talking about. Where was it? I could have sworn we had a new colony where the production was completely stalled out for the time being. Now I don't see where it is. Oof. I feel like I'm going crazy. Right? Wasn't it like 128, but we didn't purchase it? And then normally what you'll see is it will have no number here. If we sort by production, spaceport, building that. Wow, I have lost it. I do not know where this place is. Okay, sorry. That's boring as F. Let's just continue on. Yeah, I'm gonna have them guard there and just wait till they're repaired. Matar 3 has grown. Algo 3 has grown. Nargol Prime has grown. Very cool. Neutron Collider completed at Obakis, and Government Support Facility completed at Nargol Prime. Next. Got a space factory coming in here. Oh! Hey, I actually do see... okay, real quick. Bravo, Steel, Nolan. No useful technology. Fine. We'll go back into espionage. We'll jump back to our little spy lady. Bravo, Steel, start mission, done. I was just realizing we do actually have a host of gas giants over here. Looks like 3 total. 1, 2, 3. Now the only thing is those are providing us with plus 15 credits right now. They could become new planets. We don't really need more planets. Hit done. I'm not going to mess with that. I hate managing more planets than I need. I hit around 15 to 20 planets is the sweet spot in my opinion. If you can win with that, then do it. Tormontius Prime has grown. Cool. Let's just take a look real quick. Yeah, I don't think we need quite that much research. Let's get a little more production going here, folks. Yeah. And population's nearly maxed out. Pirate fleet detected. Whoa, whoa. Good. I'm going to... Ah, shit. Shoot. I don't want my space factory getting destroyed, so I'm going to divert them off to here. And I'm going to send this cruiser, hopefully, to confront the pirates there. And then finally, government support facility completed at Matar 3. Let's take a look, add something in their queue. You can see here our unhappy guy. Man, is he unhappy. All right. Now, to rectify that, simple solution would be Holo Simulator or potentially the Marine Barracks. Now, the Marine Barracks only yields a +5 to morale, so let's just check real quick. That would put us to 80, which is meaning 4/5 are happy. Because we only have 4 people, it would in fact make this guy happy. So that's the cheapest way to do it, because the upkeep on a Marine Barracks is only 2. The upkeep on a Holo Simulator, which yields 15% morale bonus, but it's twice as much to maintain. And it's a lot longer to build. So the Marine Barracks is the best choice. Let's start building that. And then other things that would be useful here, the Neutron Collider. Yeah, let's get that in there. And then we could probably use a little help. We have a ways to go on population. We're only halfway there. So what do we got? Subterranean farms is going to give us +2 food, +1 per cell per farmer, essentially, for 4 maintenance. Soil enrichments, 3 maintenance. It's just straight up +1 food per cell. Cloning centers, 25% bonus to population growth. I'm not going to mess with that. Let's go with the subterranean farm. I know it's expensive, but it's going to give us a lot. We'll start building that. And then spaceport, just free money. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff we got to get built there, but let it go for now. Oh boy, I'm gonna guard. Oh man, I really hope those Darlocks did not slip by. I don't think they can slip by. Okay, the 2 of those together are formidable, though. They could stop the little Darlock fleet we saw with the 3 destroyers and 2 frigates. I think those 2 cruisers could take them on. The bummer is, without being able to convert this asteroid belt into a planet, we can't build a military outpost or a jump gate in this system without a colony. So, Huel Prime has reached max pop. Awesome. Okay. Let's start stripping away. Yeah, we can't go that way. See, we're hitting into positive pollution. So, and that's about where we're going to sit. So you see our excess population is going to go into research, which is great. It gives us a good push ahead. I see they got the space elevator going. What else can we do with these folks here? Obviously, we could make recycling products, buildings, structures, and generate a lot more production here, but we could just focus in on research. Deep sea cooling is a flat +3. Advanced data center is cell-based. Astro University cell-based. So look, that's a +1 for 3 maintenance. This is a +2 per cell for 5 maintenance. So you do get more bang for the buck. Obviously, it takes a little longer to build, but yeah, I want both of these. And does that replace the Astro University is the most advanced teaching method? It's system unique. Interesting. So you can only build one of these in a whole system. Even if you have, say, 3 colonies, you don't build an Astro University for all the colonies. Just build it once. So that's kind of good. It's a lot more bang for your buck that way if you can build it in a system with multiple colonies. And then the Advanced Data Center will add in as well. And we'll call that good for now. So they'll be busy for a little bit. Tari Prime reached max pop. Same thing. Let's get this protester out of here. Dirty protester. And there we go. So we have as many production guys as we can get. We are down to 1 farmer, which is awesome. Plus a little extra food generation. And then our researchers are going. They have stuff in the queue, so we'll leave them be. Space elevator completed at Sol. They got a battleship in the queue next. And then spaceport completed at Matar 2. You can see our BC is climbing readily here. So we do have some tax revenue generating items that are going into production. Obviously, we're flooding in many other new structures that require BC upkeep as well. So, that being said, I'd say it's about time for planetary radiation shield, if nothing else than to protect us from Terran incursions. Robo-miner? Yeah. Space elevator? Yeah. Okay. And there's no unhappy people. Usually max 3 pot planets will stay happy without any additional government support stuff or anything like that. Next turn. Keep an eye on the clock here. At about 20 minutes, we got 10 more. So here's some pirate raiders. Auto-resolve. The cruiser crushes them. No match for us. And the great news is Charlie tried to steal from the Darlocks. They don't have anything. The other great news is we can now go destroy this pirate base with this cruiser. And then we'll go address Charlie, reassign her. So let's just attack, drop all. We decimated those space pirates.
The destruction of the pirate base has left several buildings standing.
All right. 84 BC. I would have preferred we rescued some prisoners and they joined us. That would have been awesome, but I'll take that. Now, I'm going to deliberately leave this system. I want the pirates to come back, so I'm going to just send the cruiser back, and I would love to... I can't divert this guy back. There we go. You can't turn him around on a hyperspace path. You got to let him finish it. Whatever. There might be a way. There might be some communication thing later that can penetrate hyperspace. Very advanced technology. You could call them back while they're in a hyperspace lane, but I don't remember exactly. Colonial Revenue Service at Atari. Spaceport at Atari 3. Yeah, let's take a look at that. And you see here our BC is just rocketing upward. So the other thing that's really helping us out is our internal revenue generation service. It's not the IRS, but there's another term for it. They produce 1 BC per population. So every time we have many colonies now, every few turns, one or the other will have the population grow. That's an extra BC, an extra BC. Colonial Revenue Service, CRS is what we call that. So this planet generates 5 BC from the Colonial Revenue Service building. When they get to 6, it'll generate 6. So that's part of the reason why our BC is climbing so steadily. But, yeah, let's jump in here. Ooh, this is a rich planet. Dark quartz. This would be a planet to get a lot of production going on, potentially. We may want a little bit of help on the farming. Because ultimately, we're going to want 1 farmer, once we reach max pop, to provide for everyone. We have 2 doing the job right now, so what would get us there? What would be the most advantageous? Subterranean farm, it would be that +2 de facto, plus the 1. So that would be what we need for that guy to have a single farmer. Awesome. That being said, let's get a neutron collider going, a robo-miner going. Probably going to need some sort of pollution processor. Barren, not toxic. That's 5, that's 25. Oof. Yeah, we might want to do the recyclotron. And then finally, space elevator. Yeah. And then even the orbital shipyard. Orbital shipyard is a 20% reduction. So the space elevator is a 30% reduction to anything, I think. And then the orbital shipyard is specifically a 20% reduction to shipbuilding costs. So between the 2 of them, you get a 50% reduction to building ships at the very least. The space elevator is a 30% reduction to building anything, ships and buildings. So, yeah. But this will be a good planet for us. And it is, again, because it's not a volcanic. Which is it? Atari 3? Yeah. It's because it's rich, and they have the dark quartz, which is an additional +2 production. So these guys could build like crazy. Build like crazy. Done. Subspace physics research completed. Choose research.
Our scientists have made a new discovery.
Phasers. Nice. Miniaturization on cannons and subspace comms. Subspace comms is a big +3 command points per starbase, battle station, star fortress. Now, we don't have battle stations or star fortresses, but that all adds up and allows us to have a much larger fleet. So I'm glad we got it. Update blueprints. Upgrade all. Upgrade all. Done.
Our scientists are eager to start.
Next in the
What should we
queue... I don't think it matters too much. Advanced colony ship. The one great thing about advanced colony ships, if you're in the colonizing phase, is I think it adds an automated... an autofac and like a biosphere come built into it or something like that, or research lab. Really say. Advanced colony ships deploy the standard planetary colonization module along with a team of automated construction units Rapidly building a few basic structures as the colony is being settled. Yeah, so you'll get a couple buildings right off the bat, which is a great way to jumpstart a colony. And we probably should get that. Some AMAT torpedoes, torpedo miniaturization, warp dissipator, which I don't need. I never used that. Fast missiles, battloids, battle station. We don't really need it. No one's a threat to us. And finally, Gaia transformation. Yeah, no, we're gonna go with this. Advanced government.
Terrific.
Done. Perfect. Next turn.
I would prefer us to engage in profitable association.
Okay. The Alkari are going to give us espionage training facility. We give them an antimatter bomb. Sounds logical. We don't really need to do any trades with them, period. We'll just steal everything eventually, right? Our spies are good. But the espionage training facility would help with that, help our spies be better spies. Beyond which, if we decline this, it's going to hurt our reputation with our allies. Probably not worth it. Reality is, to use an antimatter bomb, they got to defeat our naval fleet, or space fleet, first to bombard our planet. I don't care if they have it. They can use it against their enemies. It means nothing to me.
You have my thanks.
You too there, Sharp Claw. You're awesome, bro. Steel, Barathi, no technology. Echo, you failed. There's nothing Echo can steal. We are so technologically shredded, jacked, if you will. Technologically, intellectually, scientifically, we're freaking ripped, you know what I'm saying? Just like six-pack. And that's all of our spies doing all their things? Okay. We got some good spies. Fleet needs order. So, check this out. Asteroid runes and Terran runes. The little green glow tells you that at a glance. So, I have a space vac. What can we do? We could build an asteroid lab. We cannot do artificial planet construction. It sucks. Now, granted, the asteroid lab will yield 2 research for 2 VC. I guess. What the heck? I mean, we want to control the system, so yeah, we're going to do it. Might as well. Oh my god, these Darlocks. Are these Darlocks slipping past? Or I don't know. Darlocks are very stealthy. It's hard to know what they're doing. Okay, next turn. Oh my gosh, they are able to travel through. The Darlock are slipping past our points. I didn't realize we'd opened borders with them. Let's check that real quick. I'm curious. So diplomacy. Okay, I'm sorry. Darlock. Here we go. Treaties. Alliance. Non-aggression. Embassy. So I would expect there to be a token here, an emblem that would specifically say we have an open borders treaty with them, right? Just because we're in an alliance doesn't mean we've opened our borders to them. Like we'd have a trade treaty or a technology treaty. That's not implied from an alliance. There's that trade treaty right there. I don't know. They're moving through our space though. I would guess because the Darlock are stealth capable. That's probably what's happening. They're just sneaking by. I didn't realize that was the thing. But now I'm curious about where that fleet of theirs slipped off to. Okay. Find out eventually. Biospheres, Amec. Okay, next turn. So next, we're going to want to probably build that spy training thing, facility, espionage training that we just traded for from the Alkari. We should put that on Sol. Most likely. That's our main capital. Deep in the heart of our territory, well protected. Nargle Prime has grown. Take a look. Oh yeah, man, these guys are crushing it here on food. Get this guy out of here. He's just wasting time. We need more food production there. Wow. Let's get that Colonial Revenue Service and Neutron Collider. This is tough. That's odd. See, it's an abundant plan. It's, well, we have no one. Okay, we're going to have to pull that guy off. Yeah. We'll get this stuff built up. Let's actually put the Neutron Collider in front of the Colonial Revenue Service. And, yeah. Okay. I don't know the exact right order to do things in, but I do find that improving your production means you produce every other thing quicker. So you kind of should always prioritize production facilities. Now, in the rare case you might not do that, I would say is if you have a deficit in your BC, that might be a time where you would prioritize spaceports or colonial revenue services. Where you're like, I got to get several of these built, or I'm going to go broke. So you might push some of those to the front that way. But we're at about 30 minutes. I'm going to call it there. If you watched, thank you. We'll just continue on, just brute forcing our way to human galactic dominance. Take care.